Monday to Friday vlog, which is super different, but I am going on vacation, so I'm going to vlog while I'm on vacation and what I'm reading. We are super packed in the car, and I will start reading. We don't have a long drive, it's only like an hour, like 2 hours I think, but Grayson's excited. I am going to start reading Darling Rose and Gold, and this is for one of the pop culture 90s bingo board prompts. I don't remember which one it is, but I'll insert it here when I'm editing this video. This seems really interesting. It's about a mom that like made her kid think she was sick for like all of her life, and come find out she wasn't, and she ends up going to prison, and then she comes out and she wants like her daughter forgive her. It sounds like the Gypsy Rose, I think it was Gypsy Rose, I think what her name was, that whole thing that happened that was turned into like a Netflix show. But no, it seems really interesting. It's not super long, so I think it'll be a super quick read, and I'll start off on vacation with hopefully liking a good book and getting through it quickly. So I will catch up with you later and check in with what's going on. So bye.
Right there on top of the moon, we could sit and do nothing. I wish we were bold to just fly away. I don't wanna care, just be here and I'm good alone. I'll be okay, miss you like an old friend.
Hi love, so it's like 11 o'clock. It's been really fun. We went to the lake as soon as we got here. We're like, our house is beautiful. The lake's literally right outside of it. We did dinner, relaxed, and played some games. And yeah, so I just wanted to check in because I definitely have done some reading. I read a lot on the car ride here and a little bit tonight, and I will read more afterwards. But again, I'm reading Rose Gold, or Darling Rose Gold. So it is about a girl named Rose Gold, and her mother's name is Patty. And growing up, Patty pretty much poisoned Rose Gold to make her super sick. To throw up, and told that she had all of these different illnesses, and she was in the hospitals constantly. She had a feeding tube, shaved her head, and it was awful. Eventually Patty goes to jail, and the story is pretty much and then she gets released after 5 years. And for some reason, obviously there's more to this, but Rose Gold allows Patty to come back and live with her. And it's just really weird. So it's told from two perspectives. For Rose Gold's perspective, so far it's told and through flashbacks, like in the past, and then Patty's is currently what's going on. It's good. It's a quick read. I haven't really done much research into it, just because when I go into my thrillers, I don't like knowing much. But it's definitely, to me, inspired by like the Gypsy Rose story with the mom that made the daughter sick and ended up going to jail, but then obviously Gypsy Rose killed her mom. So like it's definitely different in that perspective, but it's kind of like the same premise. Like shaved her head, like her teeth were disgusting or rotten, kept the dad hidden from her and told lies. So it's definitely following that storyline. I don't know if she has come out, the author, and said anything. I haven't done much research on it, like I said, but I will look into it afterward, just because I'm curious if she's kind of talked about that was the inspiration for this story. I'm assuming it is, because how can it not be? It's like pretty identical. But yeah, it's super interesting. I'm hoping to finish it tomorrow, because it is definitely a quick read. But it's a good way to start off vacation. And yeah, so I'm gonna read a little bit more, go to bed. I definitely won't check in tonight because it's already like 11, but I will check in with you loves tomorrow. So bye. Loves, it is Saturday, and we just did breakfast outside in the back over the water. This is my view from the outside, my room. So pretty. So we're so hot already, so I'm gonna get a bathing suit on. I'm gonna bring my book by the lake. Ignore this, my skin is so bad. It's disgusting. I feel like it's from my mask. I don't know, whatever. But bring my book, and yeah, so last night I did read more. And it's getting frustrating a little bit because they're both not likable characters. Like Rose Gold isn't likable. She just lied about being sick after everything that's happened to get something that she wanted. So like she's, yeah, not likable. Obviously the mom's not likable, but I don't know, there's no likable characters, but we'll see. I'll see you in later.
Right there on top of the moon, we could sit and do nothing. I wish we were bold
You see here I showered and didn't do anything with it. So today was a really fun day. It was 4th of July, which you might hear fireworks in the background. But it was fun. We were out in the water, played games, and I'm super tired and sunburned. But I did read more of Darling Rose Gold, and it is weird. Like, it is a weird, if you like weird, then pick up this book. The characters, I don't know what to believe with what's going on, like, at all. Like, I obviously know that the mom is crazy and she's, you know, she's sick and she needs help, because now she even still believes that something's wrong with her daughter. And yeah, but the daughter's like kind of crazy too. So it's both really unreliable narrators, so it really just makes it hard to know what's really happening, which is frustrating, but also good at the same time. But yeah, I'm on page 176. There's like, I think this page is like 319. So definitely take me just a little bit longer to read it, just because obviously I'm not just home. I'm with 7 other people and we're just busy and stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm excited. It's only like 10 o'clock maybe, but we're all exhausted. So I am going to read some more. Maybe I'll vlog before I go to bed, but if not, I'll see you in the morning. And I know this vlog is going to be a little bit different than most, but I still just wanted to share with you what I'm reading and where I am on vacation. So, see you later.
Right there on top of the moon, we could sit and do nothing. I wish we were bold to just fly away. I don't wanna care, just be here and I'm good alone. I'll be okay, miss you like an old friend.
Hi loves, I'm sorry for the fan noise. There's no air conditioning in the lake house and it's really hot, so I'm not gonna turn the fan off. But I did want to do an update. So I know I really haven't updated today because I did a lot of reading later in the day, so I figured I'd just do like one big thing. So I finished Darling Rose Gold and I give it 3 out of 5 stars. So the things I liked about it, I liked her being able to create that characterization of having 2 very dislikable characters. You don't really like any of the characters in the story. She did well doing that. I think the concept of the story is interesting, and I think the story as a whole is quick-paced, so that makes it nice. The things that I didn't like, and the things I did like, I forgot. It's definitely creepy. So if you're in that creepy aspect, definitely this book hits those marks. Things I didn't like was I felt like it was so similar to the Gypsy Rose, like, real life thing. Like, I know obviously the ending is super different. However, like, the things even down to like Gypsy Rose really was fascinated with like Disney and the princesses and certain things like that. Same thing with this. I don't know. And like, yes, the boyfriend was different. He was a lot older, but he still met him online. He still helped her in the end in a different way. But like, I feel like a lot of it was similar. So I just didn't really like that. I wish it was a little bit more unique, I guess. I thought the ending was super predictable, because she literally gives you like the biggest hint within the first 3 pages of the book. So obviously you know that's going to happen. And I feel like she didn't need to do that. I feel like she didn't need to put that there. I feel like it would have been more of a shock if it wasn't there, but it was really obvious and I didn't like that. However, I didn't expect who the person was necessarily. I don't want to spoil it, but it was super, super obvious of where it was going in the end. And it was hard. I mean, there definitely were 2 unreliable characters, and sometimes I like to have a balance of 1 unreliable and maybe 1 reliable character. I mean, it's an enjoyable read. It's a quick read, but I did only give it 3 stars. It's not a book that I would ever read again, or I would like really recommend. I mean, if you like something, a thriller that's quick, it's not a bad choice. But I am not sad to move on, and that again filled my Scream 2 prompt for my thrill board for the 90s pop culture readathon. So today I did move on to a book that's been so super popular, wow, I said that really weird, is Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. And I'm really just super beginning, so I really can't really say much about it. But I am excited because I've heard a lot of people absolutely love this book, and they love the new sequel, which is Take a Hint, Danny Brown. And I'm really excited to read that one. So that's the book that's actually going to count for one of my prompts for a fake dating trope. However, I'm being hard on myself and I have to read this one first before I actually read the book that's going to count for one of the prompts. So I'm hoping to get this done really quickly. I think it's going to be a quick-paced read, and then I can actually work on my bingo board. But these are two books that I've really wanted to read since I've picked them up and heard so much about them, so I definitely want to fit them in somewhere into this bingo board some way. But yeah, so I'm going to read a little bit. We had a lot of fun today. It was my brother's last day is today. They're leaving tomorrow, him and his fiance, just because they have to get back to work and stuff. So it was kind of, we had fun this last night. But yeah, I probably won't vlog before I go to bed, because I don't really know how much reading I'm going to get done. And then I will check in tomorrow. So, bye, love.
Right there on top of the moon, we could sit and do nothing. I wish we were both.
Hi, love. Sorry I haven't really recorded me telling you anything that I'm reading. But it was kind of a really busy day. I actually started summer school today, like orientation. It's like online. And we had like orientation, and that was just really busy. And then I just wanted to be present with my family. But, oh my god, sorry guys. I'm tired. I did get quite a bit of reading done. Again, I'm reading Get a Life, Chloe Brown, and I think this is such an hilarious book. The conversations between Chloe and Red are amazing. I literally find myself actually laughing out loud with some of the comments that they say or the things that they're thinking. I love that it's told from both perspectives. I really think that adds something to the book. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's fun. It's a fast-paced read, and I love the characters so far in the book. But yeah, nothing crazy really other than that. But I am going to read a little bit tonight. It's pretty early. Everyone's really tired just from being out in the sun all day. Tomorrow I think it's going to be cloudy, so I think it's going to be kind of a low-key day. Hopefully I'll get more reading in. I have a lot of planning to do and prep for summer school starting this week. And so I'll see you later.
We could sit and do nothing. I wish we were bold to just fly away. I don't wanna care. Just be here and I'm good alone. I'll be okay, miss you like an old friend. Too scared now, thinking I should call up all night. I think it's hard how we always wait another day. How we watch things that kids walk away. Let's live.
Wednesday, I had to think about it for a minute, and I feel like I haven't checked in a while. Summer school is taking up a lot of time. There's a lot of technology difficulties the kids are having, so it's been absolutely insane. Today's pretty cloudy, so it's actually a good day that this is starting really today, because we're not really outside. But I have gotten a lot done reading and Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I love it. The relationship just between Red and Chloe is just so funny. You can feel the tension between them, and I think that the writing is brilliant because if a reader can feel that sexual tension between two characters, and just I think it's just such a well book so far. I'm really excited that I had picked it up and read it. So as I was thinking last night, I was like, I'm kind of annoyed that I can't fit this into a prompt somewhere, but I thought about it and I'm gonna switch things around. So on the Teen Dream board, for the question of a sarcastic character, I'm gonna move Girls Made of Paper and Fire, and I'm gonna move that to a relationship with a sapphic romance representation because there's a female-female relationship in that book. And then I'm going to move a sarcastic character because Chloe is the definition of a sarcastic character, and I'm going to move that book to that prompt. So I wanted to fit it in because it's such a great book, and I'm going to fit that into that character and still Get a Life, or the Danny Brown one is going to fit for another one of those categories as well. My sister's walking by really fun right now. But yeah, so I am going to read more later and then I'll check in.
Right
Bye.
there on top of the moon, we could sit and do nothing. I wish we were bold to just fly away. I don't wanna care, just be here and I'm
I love to
good.
my hair. It's hot and it's just how it is. So I'm so close with finishing this book. I'm in love. I'm gonna finish it tonight. I'm in love with both of these characters. I love the dynamic between them. Right now I'm at the point where they kind of like are broken up, even though they really weren't together. I don't really know what you want to describe it. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish this tonight. I'll update you tomorrow, and I'm gonna keep this short because I literally look awful and scary, but it's really hot and humid here, and my hair is obviously feeling that. So I will check in tomorrow. Bye, loves. Hi, loves. Today's Thursday, and it is the last day of vacation, which is really sad, and I am working till noon today, but I did want to hop on and say that I finished Get a Life Chloe Brown, and I loved it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I love the character development of Chloe and Red. I think it was so well done. I feel like I really knew their personalities. I loved that how much dialogue she used, and I think that really aided in developing the characters. I love the romance between them. It is so cute, and I love the tension. You could really feel it, and it just was a great book. The one thing I didn't like was I thought that like the character Annie, the whole friend, was kind of rushed and wasn't really seen through completely. That was like my biggest thing, but I do love that she kind of had that trigger warning right at the beginning of the book, but I feel like some books don't have that, so I really gave her bonus points for that. So that was for a sarcastic character on my teen dream board for the Pop Culture Readathon. I don't know what I want to do next. I either going to read the Danny Brown book, the sequel, or I'm going to read my free, like the free verse one that I'm going to read. I haven't decided yet, but I will check in later and let you know. Bye.
Right there on top of the moon, we could sit and do nothing. I wish we were bold to just fly away. I don't wanna care, just be here and I'm good alone. I'll be okay, miss you like an old friend.
Hi loves, it's Friday, which means we're on our way home. It's pretty early because I have to be able to have internet to work this morning, so I'm doing summer school, and there's parts that we're gonna go through the mountains where we don't have service, so this little one's pretty tired back here. But we had an amazing vacation and we're really sad to be going, but like I said, we had a lot of fun. So I got 2 books finished, Darling Rose Gold and Get a Life Chloe Brown. So Darling Rose Gold book was a 3-star book, and Get a Life Chloe Brown was a 5-star. And I did start, I did a Twitter poll because I didn't know which one I wanted to start next, and it was between Clap When You Land and the sequel to Get a Life, Danny Brown, and this one won just by slightly. Everyone was like, you picked really 2 hard books to vote for, but I didn't get much reading done yesterday just because I worked, and then I wanted to spend the last day of vacation just enjoying my time with my family. So this vlog I know is probably kind of weird because there's not tons of reading, but more of like just a peek into my life and vacation. And yeah, so if you are new to my channel and like to subscribe, press that button. I would love it if you took this journey with me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. So stay kind, and I'll see you later, loves. Bye.
To just fly away.